What's up, friends and family? In today's video, I'm going to give you 8 facts on things that I love about being a real estate agent. I have been a realtor since March 2019, so I have a lot of insight from being in this field every day, and I just wanted to share some points. So let's dive in. Fact number 1 is going to be helping people achieve their goals. Helping people invest in real estate is usually the biggest investment that they'll ever make. So just knowing that I can help somebody be a part of their transaction is very rewarding. Me personally, it feels like good karma when I help a person out when it comes to buying or selling. For instance, that good karma could be a client coming back to do another deal, referring me to a friend, maybe giving me a gift at closing. So I really like the good karma, so I make sure that I'm always very ethical and I do the best to make the right decision. It almost feels like I'm a superhero because at times I have to deal with the roller coaster of emotions between me, other clients, other realtors, lenders, attorneys. And when the whole transaction is successful and we get to that closing table and I take the picture and my clients are happy that they just owned a new property, it always feels very rewarding, and honestly, nothing beats that feeling. Ultimately, the sense of accomplishment that I get from helping a client is the biggest driving force for me. Fact number 2 that I love about being a real estate agent is the flexibility that I have. You can pretty much work from home or anywhere, honestly, as long as you have good Wi-Fi and phone service. There's been times where I went on vacation, and if I didn't have to physically be at a showing or a home inspection or whatever the case may be, that the real estate is still working and somebody can call me, text me, or email me, and I can still handle the transaction wherever I'm at. The flexibility also gives you a chance to make your own schedule. So if you are somebody that has a full-time job or a part-time job or just another business in general, you can literally change the times of when you want to work, whether that is 8 to 5 p.m. every day, whether that is from noon to 7, or literally whatever. Maybe you don't work on Sundays. You really have a good chance of doing that. Now, me personally, I still work almost every single day because I know that real estate doesn't stop, so I do the most I can to make sure I'm always available to attract more business. But it is an option if you are somebody that is juggling a lot of funds and a lot of different businesses or incomes. Another flexibility benefit is that you can actually choose who you want to work with. You know, we are humans, so sometimes everybody doesn't get along, unfortunately, or they just don't mesh well. And there's been times where me and a client's schedule just didn't work out, so we decided to go different ways. Or there's been a time where a client might have been a little too disrespectful for me, and I just felt like I didn't need to put my energy into that. So you really can choose who you want to work for. I work with anybody who wants to work with me, as long as, you know, it makes sense and you are a true person actually looking to make some real estate happen. So the flexibility really just gives you a chance to be your own boss, set your own schedule, and balance your own work and personal life. The third fact that I love about being a real estate agent is the networking. I'm a people person, and honestly, this business is perfect for anybody who loves to network and meet new people almost every single day. As a realtor, you have to constantly meet people because, you know, we are a transaction-based business. Well, I like to look at it more so as relationships, but at the end of the day, a transaction does have to close. So the more people you know, or better yet, the more people who know who you are, the more business that you can attract. When you're a real estate agent, it makes it a lot easier to network, in my opinion, because it always gives me a reason to spark up a conversation with somebody. And usually I can always fit somewhere in a conversation that I'm a real estate agent. If somebody mentioned that they love homes, or they watch HGTV, or if they even happen to say something about wanting to buy or sell real estate, I can always slip in that, yeah, I'm a real estate agent in the market. You know, if you ever need me, or if you know somebody that does, reach out to me anytime and I would love to help. So really, the networking piece is something else that's very top tier that I love about this business. As a realtor, there's always different kind of realtor events. So whether that person is a lender or another real estate agent or an attorney, I can always find some kind of new information that I can take for myself and use in my business. So the networking events and meeting people out in the streets, or going out doing activities and running into like-minded people, it's all very fun for me. So, you know, networking is, like I said, is going to be something that's always at the top of the list for me. Personally, I've always been an outgoing person, and knew that I could benefit in the world of real estate. So if you're somebody like me that loves to network and you might feel like you're an empath and you can connect with people easily, this is a good business for people that like to. Fact number 4 that I love about being a real estate agent is earning high commissions. Since this is a sale-based business, there's really no limit on how much money you can make when it comes to real estate. Real estate agents typically earn about 2 to 3% of the deal, depending on what was negotiated with the seller. So if you sell a house that is about $500,000, you could earn a commission that's about $1,200 to $15,000. Me personally, I would pocket about $10K from that one deal, since I have an 80% split with my firm. But of course, if I cap at my firm and all my deals are 100%, that full 12 to 15K would actually go straight towards my pocket. So once I started playing with numbers like that, when I was looking into becoming a real estate agent, it just made sense for me to want to get into this business, because if I work for somebody, they're going to put a limit onto how much money I can make. But if I work for myself, there's no limit, only the sky's the limit. And I like to dream big, so that's one of the biggest reasons that I ended up becoming a real estate agent. Another thing that I learned about this commission-based business is that you can have great partnerships. Like, for instance, if you network and you get a new partnership with a investor or a lender that likes to do business with you, you can end up getting repeat business. You can close 5 deals with one particular person, and if you have another relationship with another person that same year, they might do 10 deals, you know what I'm saying? So I really like that it's really based on who you know and who knows you, so that way you can make a lot of these high commissions, or even if it's not a super high commission, and you're only pocketing $1,000, $2,000 from a transaction, small numbers add up over time. I've even heard of some stories where if you're a good negotiator, sometimes you can get even more than the typical percentage, right? So maybe you're a realtor in your market that is a top dog, you sell all the homes and it's hard to leverage all of that. So maybe you start charging people a little bit more. Not saying that you have to do that, but I know some realtors who don't charge the regular price on their end. They might get a little bit more. Me necessarily, I don't really do that. I have had a situation where I charged a little bit more than usual, but it was for a deal that really wasn't paying much, and me and the seller agreed that that commission that I was paying for myself was fine, and I still paid the same regular commission to the buy side. If you're a good negotiator, sometimes you can even get more money from a sale than you typically would if you charge the regular amount. Fact number 5 that I love about being a real estate agent is that you don't need a college degree. Unlike many other professions, you actually do not need a college degree, a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, or anything like that to become a real estate agent. The only thing you have to do is take a pre-licensing class, pass the class, pass the state, pay to be a part of a firm, and then boom, you're a realtor. And if you actually want to know more about that, I have a separate video right here that I actually spoke about when it comes to my journey on being a real estate agent. So check that out if you haven't checked that out. So since you don't need a college degree to be a real estate agent, you can also get into the business a lot faster, because you don't need to do 2 to 4 years of college to get a job in your field. You can take a 2-month class, pass your class the first time, pay your dues, and you can be a realtor in almost 3 months. Another thing that I want to point out with having a college degree to get a job, a lot of times you have to be in the workforce for 2 to 5 years to level up in your job and to get paid more. But when you're a real estate agent, you actually can level up a little bit faster. So if you do your pre-licensing classes, post-licensing classes rather, you can actually become what we call a full broker, and you can even start your own firm within the 5 years or so of having enough realtor experience, or even sooner really if you sell enough homes and you talk to the real estate commission and they let it happen. So that's another benefit that I love, of course, when it comes to not needing a degree to be a real estate agent. In the real estate industry, your success is actually determined by your skills and your experience, not so much as your education. So honestly, if you just work really hard in this business and you put the time in, it'll definitely reward you. So like I mentioned before on how important networking is, even though you don't need a college degree to actually be a real estate agent, if you did have that college experience, I think that would be a great benefit, because my first deal was actually somebody that I met through college. I've closed a lot of real estate deals from people that I met in college, like people that were basically like-minded like me. Maybe they didn't have the same goal and vision as me, but they had the same drive into what they wanted to do, and we just ended up connecting and being friends to this day. I've had people that give me referrals from college. I've met people from my college that weren't even there while I was there through alumni. So honestly, it's still beneficial to have a college degree, especially for the networking side. But I just want to point out that there's a lot of people in this business who are very successful that's never stepped on the college campus. So fact number 6 on things that I love about being a real estate agent is that there is no strict dress code. Unlike many other professions, there isn't a strict dress code where you have to wear a suit and tie every single day just to come to work. So that means that you can actually dress more comfortably and show your style when you are out here showing, homes to clients or doing open houses, listing appointments, or whatever the case may be. Now, of course, you still want to be very presentable, and you don't want to not look like you're not a realtor, if you know what I'm saying, but there's no strict dress code at the end of the day. There's times where I might have just left the gym and one of my clients called me like, hey Cedric, I want to see this house, and I'll stop everything I'm doing and show the house. And there's been a few times I'm like, yeah, excuse my outfit, sorry that I don't look presentable as a realtor, because that's really all you want to do, is just look presentable, at least be comfortable. But nobody's gonna knock you if you're not dressing in a suit and tie every day. Now, will people admire it? Yes. Do you have to do it every day? No. But in a sense, that also comes from your market as well, because you might be a real estate agent that's near the beach, so wearing cargo shorts and flip-flops is something that everybody might do as a real estate agent at the beach. But you might be an agent in the city where most people in the city are wearing collared shirts, nice pants, dress shoes, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, the flexibility of not having a strict dress code is very beneficial for real estate agents, especially if you don't have a lot of money when you're a new agent. Maybe getting 1 to 2 suits or business casual fits can help stretch you out until you get some closings, so that way you can get more clothing. Just make sure that you always have a polished appearance, that you dress comfortably according to your client's situation, and make a good first impression, and you'll pretty much always be good with this business. It's very important to find the difference between professionalism and comfort. Fact number 7 on things that I love about being a real estate agent is the work diversity. As a real estate agent, you get to work with various types of people from all kinds of ethnicities, backgrounds, and cultures and lifestyles. Each client has their own specific needs, preferences, and priorities when it comes to purchasing. So that makes this business very exciting, and it doesn't get boring because it's not like I'm doing the same exact thing every single day. As a realtor, you also get to choose what type of business you want to work with. So you can either do, commercial real estate, residential real estate, multifamily, or property management, and you can just choose what style best fits you. Some people do property management and commercial, some people do commercial and residential, some people only do residential. So you could really choose what type of work style you want and just stick hard with it. In addition, the real estate industry is always evolving, and it always gives me the opportunity to keep up with the latest trends and technology. So then that way, it's another way of not being bored in this business by always looking to see what's next and what I can implement. This ongoing learning curve and growth curve that we have in this business, it really just, me personally, I can speak on this, that it makes me feel motivated, it doesn't keep me bored, and it makes me want to work the best for my clients, because some people have different time schedules, some people have different needs. Like for instance, one time I helped a client who, we had a language gap, and throughout the whole transaction they had an interpreter. And to me that's interesting, no, I don't know this language, but I'm sitting here helping somebody who doesn't speak my language as good as I do, but they're still trusting me to do that whole process for them to purchase real estate, which is not cheap. So just little things like that just always feel very rewarding for me. So the last fact that I have for everybody, fact number 8, is that real estate rewards hardworking individuals. The real estate industry is highly competitive, which means that hard work and dedication gets rewarded heavy. If you're willing to put in the effort and the hustle, the sky's the limit when it comes to this business, for sure. Real estate is a results-oriented business, which means that your success is tied to your productivity. Like I mentioned earlier, you have the opportunity to set your own goals and write your own schedule. So if you stick to that and you put all your time into it, your income potential is unlimited. Regardless of your background, regardless of where you come from, your ethnicity, your age, if you are just a hardworking individual, this is a business that you know you'll take serious. You can definitely be a successful realtor, and the sky is the limit. The real estate market offers a wide range of opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier, you can be a commercial agent, a residential agent, you can be a property manager, or one thing I didn't mention, you could also be a virtual assistant. Or just a regular real estate assistant in an office, pretty much the same thing. But you know, all you have to do is just find your niche on what you want to do in this market. Because I know people who are assistants that only do 5 to 10 deals a year, but since they're an assistant that has a set time that they work every day, they get paid hourly. So really all you need to do is just do your research, do what's best for you when it comes to the real estate market, and just stick to your goals, work on them hard every day, and I can guarantee you that you will be successful. So that is all I have for today, friends and family. If you like the content that I shared with you all today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel as I push out more content. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on any of my social media handles. I'm pretty much always working. So wish you all an abundant day, and let's keep progressing.